All right, ready. Tdub. What up, y'all? Tdub here. Tdub Customs in the building. It is a very gray fall day here in Seattle. October has officially Octobered. We've had an interesting month so far with the weather. It's been pretty warm, actually, up until a few days ago. But now we are officially in the thick of it, which means that I am in the house, which means that I am creating, which means that it's time to get some content, you know? So let's get it. I am super excited to be working on this next project. It's been a while since I've done a custom for a customer, and you know, Halloween is upon us, and spooky times and spookiness and pumpkin spice are all in the air. What we got going on today is something really cool. I don't know if you can see the box in the corner, but this is going to be our canvas for today's custom. We're actually going to be doing some Stranger Things artwork on these bad boys. The young lady that is getting these is a big fan of the show, and I am as well. Actually, I freaking love Stranger Things. For this custom, we will be doing an all over artwork, which means the entire shoe, both shoes will be covered with art. And for these customs, we are going to feature the customer's two favorite characters from the show, which are Erica and Dustin. It's gonna be a super dope custom. It's gonna be a lot of work. It's gonna be a lot of process and a lot of preparation. So we're gonna be getting to that in a moment. But now that we have our canvas, we have our design, we have our mission, now it is time to prep. And prep is absolutely the most important part of any custom. Let's get to it. Tdub Customs, baby. All right, so we got our cotton balls, we got our leather preparer and deglazer, and we have our footwear. Now you'll notice I am wearing gloves and a mask. I always advise, if you're using any type of chemical agents, regardless of what it is or how it works, if you're airbrushing, always wear a mask. My first step is going to be removing the laces from the shoes, and then going ahead and pulling that factory finish off with our leather preparer and deglazer. Again, leather preparer and deglazer removes the factory finish, which gives you an adequate canvas to apply paints and adhesion promoters to. If you try to paint over a factory finish, the probability of that paint removing or chipping or cracking is very high. So you always want to make sure that you prepare and deglaze your footwear before you add any paint or artwork to it. All right, folks. So we got our sneakers deglazed. We got all the factory finish off of these joints. I went ahead and did the tongue too. I didn't have any art plan for the tongue, but I went ahead and did it just in case. So these have been completely deglazed. The factory finish is completely off. And now what I'm gonna do is tape off the areas that I know will not receive paint. I go ahead and do that second because you just know that there's always a possibility when applying art, when applying paint, something's gonna slip, a brush might slip out of your hand, a speck of paint might, you know, flick off the brush and end up somewhere it ain't supposed to be. It might get on your glove, you transfer it to somewhere else. It's a messy situation. So we go ahead and tape off the areas that you absolutely know will not be receiving any paint or artwork, just to keep them nice and clean. Once everything's said and done, you get that nice, super satisfying tape peel, and you got that nice, clean, crispy sole, which is going to be the case for this shoe here. We're not going to do anything to the sole. So I'm going to go ahead and take those off, and then we can start putting some stencils and making some art, baby. Ooh. And we're back. So what we have here is a completely taped off, leather prepared and deglazed canvas. I even went in and did a little bit of sanding across the shoe. You can kind of see on the lace holes here that some of that paint's been removed. I went ahead and sanded to make sure that the surface is nice and clean and tactile from when we finally lay down our paint colors. So now that this shoe is properly prepped, we're gonna go ahead and get started with painting. Okay, folks, so we got our footwear stencils out. So this is the area where the portraits are going to go. I'm going to keep that blank so that when it comes time to actually hand paint the portraits, I'm going to have a nice clean surface to do that on. So we got Erica there, we got Dustin here, and now we have to mix our colors for our base and background layers, which will be airbrushed on. So I have the Angelus paints here. I'm going to mix a few of these with some Too Thin just to get it nice and you know, flowy for our airbrush gun. I'm also going to hit our kicks with some adhesion promoter. This helps to bind our first layers of paint onto our shoe. Artwork finished, our background artwork finished. As you can see, this is the side with Dustin. I have Erica's shoe, and as you can see, she's got the nice purples on her back, nice little highlighted element there, and then it goes into the red, fiery oranges and things like that. It's looking super, super freaking cool. That line flare looks nuts, bro. Nice fiery moments. Yeah, these are looking cool. So yeah, we'll go ahead and let those cure, and then we'll come back tomorrow and we'll start our hand painting.
are so cool.